Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, and I hope you have a wonderful 2026. I hope that 2026 is a very profitable, healthy, exciting, wonderful new year for everybody. I am here to go over some Twitter peeps with y'all because Chantal has not gone live yet. I don't suspect she will come live because yesterday, whew, Lord have mercy. She was live for almost 11 hours. And how do I know this? Because I was on Orange Cat's channel watching Foodie Beauty, and that's how long the stream was, 11 freaking hours. So for those of you that weren't watching because you were celebrating the new year with family and friends, as you should, what happened? What happened during the stream? If you're saying, Rose Thorne, can you kind of give me a short recap? Well, I certainly will. And thank you very much for letting me. What happened during the 11-hour stream? A whole lot of weirdness. That much I can tell you. She drove all around Ottawa, Gatineau, going to different fast food places. She was playing music throughout much of the 11 hours. She was acting very much like a teenager, although she's not one. Very hyper, very hyper, very active, which was sus by itself. Because if there's one thing Chantal is not, it's hyper, unless she's on something. Giddy like a schoolgirl. She was doing different things that seemed rather sus, including there was a part during the stream where she mentioned an old friend that she hasn't talked to in years. And she wanted to drop by that person's house on New Year's Eve and see if they were home. We didn't see her go to the door or talk to anyone. She left her camera phone in the car while she was live. And then she got out of the car, did something, and came back. Same thing with her going to a McDonald's. She said she was going to the bathroom, and yet she was in and out of there in no time flat, which is not like Chantal. So, yeah. You didn't miss much, y'all. There was no rage. There was no breakdown. She was happy the entire time. And everybody was saying the same thing, that the stream was screaming, she's talking to Natter again. Yeah, she's definitely talking to him again, possibly seeing him. There was made mention in the chat on another channel that there was some kind of suspicious items in one of her closets that kind of looked like his stuff. But even without that, her energy alone screams Natter. Because in all the time that I've been watching Chantal, nobody could make her as happy as Natter could. So like the energy she was putting off yesterday was Natter, 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 Natter. On top of that, a couple of interesting things to go with that. Let's talk about her Twitch streams. So recently, somebody joined up with the name Natter El Shami. She saw the name come up on her screen and she was giggling and blushing like crazy. But if that wasn't enough, something else happened. Something very interesting. Nina Bachelor, one of her mods, gifted Dee Lulu a membership. So Natter joins up and then Dee joins up with a gifted membership. And Chantal had nothing bad to say about that. Huh. And why would Nina Bachelor give Dee Lulu a gifted membership? Unless maybe Chantal's talking to some of her mods off camera and letting them know, hey, this is the deal. Let them in. It's fine. You know, there's a lot of sussy things that are not really adding up. And for those who are wondering, why would she do this? Why would she toss out so many obvious hints? It all has to do with past behavior, y'all. those of us that are in the know, that have been around long enough, if Natter is telling Chantal, look, I'll see you, I'll talk to you, you just can't tell anybody, Chantal always has a way to get around what she's been told. Even if Natter is telling her, you can't tell people that we are talking, that we are seeing each other, she always finds a way to give us clues to let us know that they are talking. And by doing the things that she does, she's not exactly going against the person. She's not going against her word that she won't say anything, but in her own way, she's walking around the block and down the corner to let us know. So like her being happy and singing the songs and bringing him up and going to different places and acting very sussy, she's letting us know. She's throwing down a whole lot of breadcrumbs that all lead to the same place. All of them. So I think he's very much back in the picture. We all know about Chantal and her. If she's got one addiction, if she's trying to get over it, she's going to transfer it over to something else. So if she was obsessed with Salah, she's going to transfer that obsession over back to Natter. And let's be real. Let's really be real, y'all. And you know, I've said this more than once. She settled for Salah for a while because what she really wanted, she didn't have access to. She settled for another man because the man she really wanted to be with rejected her. So that 3 years that she was in the Middle East, it wasn't about being in love with Salah. It was about, I've got to be with a man because the one I really want to be around doesn't want to be around me, and I'm just lashing out. And anybody who's ever wanted something and tried to settle for something else, the heart wants what it wants, doesn't it? It sure does. You can settle for something, but your mind and your heart are always going to be on what you really wanted. Even if what you want is not good for you because you want it, then you're still going to long for it. And I think that her longing has led her all the way back to Canada, and they're talking and they're communicating. So there's a whole lot to discuss. I've been gathering stuff on Twitter. Also, we have a video. I think we'll start with the video first. For those of you that you go to different reaction channels, if you are noticing that not a lot of reactors are going over the almost 11-hour live, there's a big reason for that. It's because Chantal, A, was boring, B, because she was playing copyrighted music nearly all the way through. Speaking of that, something of note before I forget, Chantal did get in trouble with Twitch. People were warning her in her chat, Chantal, you're playing copyrighted music. That's not allowed. And that very same day, Twitch sent her an email letting her know that she could not take the live stream and put it for view afterwards. She had to delete it. So it was also immediately deleted because it violated policy. So in my opinion, I think that she was testing Twitch to see how quickly that they would notice things. Like she was doing a test run with that. Anywho, how about we just watch the short video that LOONEY Foodie Beauty put up? It's really brief, just to give you an idea of what was going on here. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. And then we'll get into the Twitter peeps, okay? We'll get into them. And I want to give special thanks to LOONEY Foodie Beauty. You guys can see just how boring she was. 12/31/25, New Year's Eve. Foodie took the cat to the vet and showed the payment receipts. Good. Foodie's idea of New Year's Eve fun is driving around, getting junk food, and driving by her past apartment buildings. She plays music the entire time and deletes everything after the stream. Hype, if you got that new YouTube hype button, help me out. I don't ask her for much else. I don't know how that works. Is that like a mobile phone feature? Because I don't see a hype button. Y'all need to educate me. I'm an old fart. Y'all educate me later on how that works. Is it a mobile thing? Because I don't see a button for that here. All right, let's get started, and then we'll get directly into the peeps.
Let's turn it down for pleasure. So no, I will not be leaving the hijab. What? Sister wives? Oh, I thought you were going to say with Salah. No, I won't be doing that with anyone. Sorry. I'm liking my time alone, actually.
No, you're not. Chantal, you're seeing Natter. You know you're seeing Natter. You know you're talking to Natter. More than likely, the reason why Pete's is not living with you is because you want to have Natter over. And you've already been through that mess of living with another man and being obsessed with another man. And it's trouble to bring one man around another man. Okay. Just, three's a crowd. It's all starting to make sense now. You're not alone. It's impossible for you to be this happy and be alone all at the same time. But go ahead.
Happy New Year. You too. Okay. BG's visit. So like I said, I had a coupon for a free checkup. So $230. So what she got right now was, okay, let me just pause the music for a minute. Media. How do I pause it?
And don't think that I'm not aware, Chantal, of what you're doing. You're a scammer. And there's a reason why you're coming on camera and you're telling people how much it is to get her spayed. There's a reason why you're sharing all these personal details. And the personal details that you're sharing have to do with, I need this money and I need that money. And this is how much this is going to cost. That is such a scammer tactic. There's a reason and a purpose why you're revealing all this, because you want to involve the audience with getting the money together to do certain things. You're putting your financial problems or wants or needs in front of others, hoping that others will help you with them. It's like the oldest trick in the book.
And yes, I paid approved $230. Okay, so here we have baby girl, patient baby girl, feline mixed breed Savannah Siamese, white and brown.
Okay, before I forget, and I'm sorry to keep stopping. I'm really sorry. I'm just remembering something and I wanted to put this in front of y'all, and this really ticked me off. Chantal is known for taking other people's stories and making them her own. So during the 11-hour stream, hello, Booger. You want to come up here? You want to perch? There you go. Hey, the Booger. Booger. While Chantal was doing the 11-hour stream, she mentioned having a pet with feline leukemia. She goes, oh yeah, I had a pet with feline leukemia. Let me make it known for those who do not know about Timbit. Timbit was actually Pete's cat. When Chantal and Pete moved in together, she had BBJ and Sam. He had Timbit. Little Timbit had feline leukemia. Chantal could have gotten BBJ and Sam vaccinated to where Timbit could have maybe wandered throughout the house, but she chose not to. Also, another thing that Chantal could have done, knowing that Timbit had feline leukemia, there were 2 bedrooms in the house. One had a balcony, one did not. If she were such an animal lover, what she could have done to be kind is give Pete's the bigger room with the balcony, so little Timbit could have at least gone out on the balcony and gotten some sunshine and some fresh air. Rather than just be cooped up in a room all day, she would at least have an option of going out. Chantal took the bedroom with the balcony, and she barely used the balcony. But I'm getting off topic here, but I just wanted to bring that up. But Timbit was Pete's cat. But last night, Chantal was claiming that she had a pet with feline leukemia. She never had a pet with feline leukemia. It was Pete's cat, Timbit, who sadly passed away. But now she's trying to claim a pet that was never hers, and she never took care of, and she never paid any, no, never mind too. She didn't care about Timbit. She never went to go say hi to Timbit. She never helped to pitch in to care for Timbit or help make Timbit comfortable. Nothing. So on top of borrowing off of everybody else's stories and making them her own, now she's trying to borrow off of other people's pets, including pets that are deceased. So just thought I'd let you guys know that.
weight 2.48 kg, age 24 weeks, born on July 14th. So exam, consultation, well patient, which is usually 150. I got it for free. You got to look for coupons. FVRCP 4-week rabies pure vax vaccine 1 year consultation. So her heart, her breathing, everything was fine. Her frame, no broken anything that they could tell. Her ears, everything fine. Her eyes are a little crossed, but that's okay. We can make fun of her. Client received.
How about not make fun of her? If the cat is part Siamese, you know, like Siamese can sometimes look cross-eyed. How about not make fun of her? How about not? I mean, she's a beautiful cat. I would love to have her. I think she and Booger would get along fabulously once Booger got over being a jealous witch because she loves her mother. But how about not make fun of the cat?
Verbal vaccine consults. Oh, by the way, there's anti-vaxxers for pets too. Client received verbal vaccine consults. Revolution puppy kitten. Oh, I got some Revolution for deworming just as a preventative measure. Mauve and something else.
Hey, here's an important question. While you were at the vet, did you check her nails? Are her nails the proper length? I mean, you were right there. If she needed her nails trimmed, could you get that done? Just wondering.
So she basically got her vaccines, feline leukemia, her rabies, upper respiratory or something like that. And she has a follow-up appointment on the 28th of January for a booster. I have a coupon for 1 free emergency care exam until the 11th of January. Hey, Scrape, who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? So if anybody, if she gets some kind of emergency where she needs to go to the hospital, then I can just go for free. The exam is after hours exam is over $300. I hope I don't need this. And then also here we have the spay information. So her treatment plan. So the next time I go, she's going to be getting.
Okay, somebody else was pointing out this on Twitter. Chantal was saying that it would cost over $1,000 to get the pet spayed. This person on Twitter pointed out it's because Chantal, she's quoting the price of a plan with all kinds of stuff on it, not the actual operation.
Treatment plan authorization. So we have a treatment plan for her here. This is the treatment plan. So this is the next time on the 28th I go, it's going to be exam, consultation for $130. FVRCP vaccine, I think that's the booster. And the feline vaccine booster. I think there's some boosters she has to get here for $76.
Again, why is she going to her audience and saying all of this? Why is this content? It's not content. This is the silent dry bag. She's coming on camera acting exasperated. Oh, there's so much stuff that I have to do and so much I have to pay for. There's lots of pet owners that have to deal with all of this. There's a reason and a purpose why she's putting this out. This is the dry bag.
So it'll be a total of $284.
Okay, I'm done with her dry bagging. This is getting old. Goodbye.
I did call around a lot. Number one, the spay and neuter clinics where you can get discount is there's only the city of Ottawa and OSPCA. I'm on the wait lists or whatever to be contacted.
By the way, Chantal, did you know that you can contact the Humane Society and get a voucher that is, I believe, emailed to you or mailed to you to help with the cost of a spay?
Now, it can be months. They don't do any of your pre-anesthetic blood work. They don't do any vaccines or anything like that. So you have to get this done anyways. So the vaccine is pretty standard. For the spay, I am shopping around. I found $250 per condition.
I don't want to hear all this stuff about the cat because this is just her begging. Goodbye.
Oh, sister, Spider-Man. Ready, set, twitch. Ready, set, twitch. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Logar, I would like a scooter. So that's the deal with baby girl, BG. I said she's too cute to be a Trisket. Anyway, everyone loved her, and I'm not doing anything for New Year's Eve. I don't even care. Walk everywhere. Some places don't have places to sit in between, you know? I think so, Cassie. Well, Amberlynn, you mean as opposed to Amberlynn? She's not doing anything? Oh, she's doing a lolcow bus. I heard that stands for, that it used to be lolcow short bus, which is not nice.
Yeah, I've heard that the lolcow bus used to be called lolcow short bus, and then they changed it.
They dropped the short. I don't. Well, I have the car. I want to drive the heck out of it. I also got some bonus gas for being a regular customer, so I don't have to return it. I got a full tank of gas. I only have to return it at a quarter, so let's burn it. Back in black! I'm hungry as hell. I didn't eat. I woke up, her appointment was 11:30. I woke up at 10:50. I just got dressed quick. I thought, PG!
Yeah, last night she was driving around. She was far, far, far from her house. It's like, why are you driving so far out? There has to be a reason. Were you doing a rug pickup, Chantal? Were you going to go see Natter, Chantal?
She went right in her cage. Like, she is such a good cat. The whole time she was at the vet, she just sat like this. They poked her, they prodded her, they weighed her. She didn't move. She didn't cry, drive around and just have fun. I don't know what time I'm getting off, but I prefer the sober food, even if it means hijab. There you go. Thank you. I prefer sober foodie too. What do I want to eat?
Like, I don't know if Chantal is going to go live today because she knows that Amberlynn is going to go on lolcow bus today. But Chantal, if things kick off over there with Amberlynn, I predict a lot of people are going to stop reacting to you. If things get juicy over there, even for a short while, like, who's going to care about your content on Twitch? Why would they care? If all of you're doing is just eating and talking about nothing, like, why even care about that?
It's New Year's Eve. It's going to be busy everywhere. I got to get a joining if you're just joining. Where am I going? I put a mixture. I don't even know. I'm just letting things play. I got to get some food right now, though. Honestly, I haven't eaten.
So Chantal really wasn't going anywhere in particular. She was just driving around, going to different fast food joints, driving around town, like burning through the gas, like she said, and playing music and kind of relying on the fact that she was mobile and in her car and playing music to kind of to keep people watching her, even though people in the chat were warning her, Chantal, you're going to get in trouble for the copyrighted music. And she did.
All right, guys, get ready. Okay, people, everything full. I want to use the rest of my gift card. 4 maple pancakes and a partridge in a pear tree. So BG is taken care of. Oh, there's a CPAP clinic here. Okay. BG is taken care of for now. We just have to. So honestly, I'm not really doing much for me. I'm not doing anything, actually. Tomorrow, I will be seeing family for a New Year's Day kind of brunch. We're going to be going out for like brunch. My family, like, I don't know. It's like at a hotel or something. I don't know where it is. I'm parked, by the way. Get on a Muslim date. No, thanks. I get marriage proposals every day. I'm not even joking. I do. Good. How are you?
I get marriage proposals every day. Okay, get scammed again.
This thing, please, if I have enough. Do I still have money on it? Oh, sorry about that. You too. Bye-bye. Happy New Year's. Paid for my coffee. And no, I'm not buying Starbucks. Somebody bought it for me. Where are we going to go? I feel like a drive down the long road or what? Well, we'll just go.
Listen to her. I feel like a drive down the long road. Even though her drive down the long road, that is linked to Natter. Just as the outhouse is linked to Natter. Like the outhouse, I believe, is on the long road. If you are such a victim, why would you go anywhere or do anything that reminds you of that person? I would think that you would not want to just because it triggers bad memories. Isn't that what she said before? She didn't want to come home to Canada, or she was leaving Canada because there were a bunch of bad memories there. It's interesting how suddenly she went from, there's so many bad memories, I have to get out of Canada, to coming back to Canada, and all of a sudden, nothing is triggering her. Nothing is triggering any memories. Weird, huh? Funny how her victimhood kind of shifts when I guess certain things happen in the background.
Oh, driving around. Let's go look downtown and see what's happening. for New Year's Eve in these bits and parts in town. I just want to hear a couple songs. It's New Year's Eve, and like, I hate driving in silence. So right now we're just driving around a little bit, looking around Ottawa, see what's going on, New Year's Eve, downtown, I don't know. Look for somewhere to go eat. Then I'm up to whatever. And then after that, back home, I guess. And I don't know. I have to clean my place still. I got rid of a lot of the boxes and stuff, but there's still some. They don't ship everything in one shipment. It's always a million things. Whatever. I'll admit it. With the new year coming, I've been desperate many times in my life. Hell yeah. Oh, I don't have any change for this guy. Where was he the other day? Ruby House Chinese food. No, I don't feel like eating Chinese. I had Chinese food. When did I last have Chinese food? Probably not too long ago. This is the downtown. This is considered a rough area of Ottawa. This is Vanier. It's probably one of the.
You guys want to hear something funny? While she was doing her Twitch stream, there were a lot of people that were beezers. There were a few saying, "Oh, the reaction channels are hating you playing music right now. You're doing it to spite them, and they can't react to this." And I was watching through Orange Cat, and I'm just sitting there giggling. I was really giggling because I'm like, as if this stream is worth reacting to. Like 11 hours of pretty much nothing. It's like, yeah, even as a reactor, if she had no music going on during the stream, like, what are we reacting to? Chantal just driving around Canada. But there's really nothing going on. So, like, what are we really missing out on?
The more affordable neighborhoods? Actually, not. Well, yeah. I've never had a problem with Vanier. I don't know. So, one day we're going to take the bus right downtown here. The bus is all drop. You see the bus? Like the O train here. Like the O train, the bus, everything. It's so accessible by public transport. I just got to, like, put my big girl panties on and get out and go. You guys are going to encourage me, right? I won't yell at you, I promise. What is Barrio? That looks fancy. Canna Cabana. Sorry.
And something else that I just want to add in real quick. Some people have said, why would Natter see Chantal? The public opinion is, okay, she's not monetized on the Beezer Show or the Foodie Beauty channel. Nobody knows how much money she's got in pocket, but everybody knows the Beezer Show and the Foodie Beauty channel at this time are demonetized. But just because she has been demonetized on YouTube, she's still got other sources of income. She still has Twitch, although everybody has said she's not going to make as much on Twitch as she thinks. But let's not forget about her other sources of income. The fact that she still has Cameo and she can still make money on Cameo. And she also has the ability to do Foodie requests. And I believe that she's doing a lot of them. Hence the reason why she's on Twitch, showing herself openly catering to those people. She's going out, she's eating the fast food, she's eating nothing but fast food, letting the food drip down her face. All of these are things that the Foodies would find attractive. So just because she's been demonetized on YouTube does not mean she's lost all sources of income. And Natter is a greedy fool. If he needs money, and I'm sure he does, and if Foodie is getting money in one way or another, he's going to want a piece of it. And he knows he has influence over Chantal. He knows he can easily get control of her. She's desperate and thirsty for attention. So if he's in her ear saying, hey, I'll see you and I'll talk to you. You just got to give me X amount of money per week or per month. Then she's down for it. She's going to go for that sugar baby that banged her down every once in a while. As long as she's getting something out of it, she'll pay for the companionship. So just y'all keep that in mind. For those who are wondering, why would Natter talk to her? It's because she is not without any sources of income. She has money coming in from somewhere. Where it is, I cannot say, but the potential for money is there. And I feel that she's making money off of Cameo and also private Foodie requests.
I don't smoke anymore. This is one of the first Arabic songs Salah played for me. I love it. I love all kinds of music. That reminds me of Danger. That used to be one of my biggest dreams growing up as a teenager. Starring as an actress, a Hollywood actress like Rita Hayworth in a Hollywood movie where you play in a romance. It's okay because BB moved. He doesn't live there anymore. When I used to work, I used to come this way back home to Gatineau. Way before YouTube. I'll show you where I used to live. By the way, for copyrighted music on Twitch, I read that it's only on the videos that they can mute it, and if you can get a takedown or a warning. So I'm not sure about streaming how it works. So I thought that I could just play in the background, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, again, I think you were testing Twitch to see how fast that they would respond if you were openly breaking the rules and you found out. You were testing the water, Chantal.
I don't think I'll save the stream afterwards. I think I'll just delete the ones where there's music so that I don't, I don't know. Driving with no music stinks. I'm going to show you where I used to reside in Gat before YouTube. I can't remember how to get to my place. I think it's here. Did I used to turn here? Yeah, I think so. I don't remember how to get there. I don't think it is this street. Man, this is memories. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. If you're just joining, I can't look at the chat, but I appreciate you being here and having fun on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. So this is Gatineau, and I think that was St. Joseph Boulevard. I used to live here. I lived in 2 apartments in Gatineau. Oh my gosh, this was my place for a long time. Yeah, I lived.
So as you guys can see, this is just her going down memory lane, Like, I used to live here. I used to go there. I'm looking to see if but during this stream, she was talking about going to see a friend. And even though it's New Year's Eve, and let's just say that friend lived in the same location, why would you drop by on New Year's Eve? You don't know if they have plans, or they got people over. You're going over there unannounced. You're not even going to make a phone call to see if it's okay to go over there. It's very, very sus. Almost like she was going to see somebody or pick something up, and so she had to have a cover story.
I used to party, and then I can talk to you guys. New shirt from Pennington's. It was $7. You can't go wrong. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to buy stuff, where do you want to go? Did I like the new toothpaste? I didn't try it yet. I still have some toothpaste. I found some Arm & Hammer, but I don't like it. That's why. So let's see where you used to party. Let's go to McDonald's. I don't want to eat that crap. I'm trying to think of what I want to eat today. What club, Nina? I could go to.
And if you're asking, was she high during the stream? Yes. It wasn't on edibles. It felt very stimulant variety. But her pupils were always like this, and she's very hyper. It's like, I don't know what she was taking. I don't know what she's on these days, but yeah. Good mood, energetic, excited. This is so not like Chantal. Yeah. So there you go. And that was courtesy of the channel LOONEY Foodie Beauty. I will leave a link for the video down below in the description. So with that said, I promised you guys that we're going to do Twitter Peeps, and we are. I just wanted to show that first, kind of give you guys an idea of what was going on during the stream last night. And that was just like 10 minutes of like almost 11-hour live. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Twitter Peeps. All right, it's time for the Twitter Peeps. Let me just make sure I am where I need to be, and I am, and thank you very much. Okay, so for those of you that are on Twitter that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the Peeps. So you guys can keep up with all the stuff without actually having to set foot on the Bird app. I'll happily bring the Bird app to you. All right. Now, this made me really sad. I know this is not Amber Lynn or Foodie related, but it made me sad because I was born in 71. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 55. But I was there the very first day that MTV came to be. And the very first video they played was the Buggles' Video killed the radio star, but I was right there at the beginning when MTV started. And I watched MTV a lot growing up, like in my teen years. I was there watching Headbangers Ball at midnight. Yes, I did. A lot of the bands that I got into were because of MTV, like got into the music. But for those of you that you are familiar with MTV, Land of the 80s says it was a good run after 44 years. God, y'all making me feel old over here. MTV is officially ending the last of its 24-hour music channels. So isn't that sad? Those of us that grew up with MTV, MTV is no more. You know, I remember when MTV first started, they did nothing but play music videos, which is what they were known for. And then they started playing a bunch of reality shows. In my opinion, that's when MTV started going downhill, when they took their focus off of music videos and put it on, let's do a bunch of reality shows. And that's all you saw were reality show, reality show, reality show. Like I miss the good old days. So moving on. Yep. 80s Kids, MTV officially shut down its 24-hour music channels yesterday. They ended their final broadcast with Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles, the very first video broadcasted by MTV on August 1st, 1981. It's really sad. Really, really sad. Okay, Valgal says, so the pre-show chat is looking great for Amber Lynn. So I guess this is some of the chat that's going on. Ooh, there are already people in the chat already saying things about Amber's past. Paula says, ask her about the waffle stomping. Lorna says, wait, I cannot wait for the receipts to come out proving she blanked her girlfriends and her animals. She may have deleted them. Also ask about her aunt that is suing for lies. Cool Teddy says, I'm already getting washcloth vibes from this. Chunk Pop Pie says, here for the washcloth show. Amber's Tum Tum says, ask Amber to weigh herself live. That's sure going to make her explode. So as you guys can see this from those few comments alone, like there are people that they're going to be in the chat asking things, mentioning things. So if Amber tries to hide her past from the people on locale that they don't know about the lore, they're going to get informed really quick. And it's going to make them curious and they're going to go looking. All right. Okay, Crochet with Ashmay says, LOL, looking in Dee Dee's window. Mo says, a weird part of the stream. This is about Chantal in her stream last night. While she was driving, she said she knew a friend from a while ago who lived in the area. She was driving by. So she stopped the car and got out to see if they still lived there. She eventually came back in the car and said no one was there. Yeah, so here's the part of the stream having to do with that. Let's watch.
Okay, I'm gonna go see if they still live there. It's been years.
Oh, I can't do it because there's doggone music, but that moment did happen. So, who were you really meeting up with, Chantal? Was it a rug pickup? Were you picking up rugs from somebody? Some party favors? Even though you're going to go home and not party with anyone but yourself? Okay. Nana Spike T says, Foodie savoring the memories of Dee Dee. Yes, everybody. Yes, that is a Arby's roast beef sandwich. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Side note, how does she figure she will provide different content and be reinstated for monetization on YouTube? The only thing she's qualified to do is eat. Yeah, like what kind of different content are you going to do, Chantal? If you're on Twitch and you're doing the same content that you were doing on YouTube, it's all food content. But another going by Arby's and getting the roast beef sandwich, which is a Dee Dee reference, and I'm not going to go any further. Y'all put it together. But why would you do that if it was so traumatic? What happened between you, Natter, and Dee Dee? Okay, fake phony victim. Kelly says, I believe Foodie Beauty was high as balls on snow yesterday. And I also think that house she stopped at was a rug pickup. When is the last time we've ever seen her stop and knock on someone's door? She cries just walking to her car because it's too far. Good question. And as I pointed out a few minutes ago, it was New Year's Eve. Why would you drop by someone's house on New Year's Eve and you're not going to call first? You're not going to say, hey, how are you? I'm thinking about dropping by. I'm in the area. What do you think? You're just going to drop by their house and knock on their door? Does that even make sense? It doesn't make sense at all. None of it made sense. Okay, Ashley says, because F everyone else, right, cutie? Tweet T says, manic dancing at a toilet. You know, Chantal, I don't understand the fascination with public restrooms. You seem to have this fascination or fetish for public restrooms. If there is a public restroom, you want to go into it and you want to take your camera. What is it about toilets and public restrooms that interest you so much? You did it in Canada. You did it in the Middle East. What is it that's so fascinating about public restrooms? Do you have a toilet fetish? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. But she went into a public restroom and was dancing around a public restroom. Like, just why? I don't get it. Sarah Abby says she's on a natter high. She's been bouncing off the walls ever since seeing him in her life. It's embarrassing. This is also the same man she claimed traumatized her and was her blanker. She treats him better than her own loyal subs. Fondue Spiteful Beach says for real, but she also had Chantal shook. As soon as she came into Chantal's chat and she's talking about Dee Dee, she got scary as heck, rambling fast as F, and started running her mouth when her chat started hyping her up. Yeah, and remember, Nina Bachelor gave Dee Dee a sub, a gifted sub. Weird. And this is the thumbnail, I guess, that she had for her live. Just why? Why what were you showing this for, Foodie? I don't get it. Why would you show that on Twitch? Fondue Spiteful Beach says Foodie Beauty Chantal attempting to recreate Crackhead Olympics 2.0 with Dee Dee and thinking she read her down was absolutely embarrassing, desperate, and telling. That narc injury still hurts, huh? Maybe it's not a narc injury. Maybe they're all like in cahoots together off screen. DX says, yeah, her butt's all natter. Yep, I agree with that. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie's mod Nina gifted Dee Dee a sub to Cutie's Twitch intentionally. Nina is a snake. Yeah, there you go. Nina Pie gifted a tier 1 sub to Dee Dee Lulu. Uh-huh. And there's Dee Dee Lulu. And if you were Chantal and Dee Dee Lulu is supposed to be someone that you don't like, why would you be okay with your mod gifting that person a sub? Why is that okay? Why wouldn't you be demodding that person immediately and cursing out Dee Dee? Sussy things, I'm telling you. Okay, Mrs. Flupa Booty says chat is saying she may have showed her apartment number a minute ago. So allegedly that happened too. The Chantal accidentally showed her apartment number. Ron says, was just coming to say that. She showed walking from her elevator and the farmers will definitely figure it out. More than likely. Dorky Poop Stains says, Foodie now trying to find an old friend. She's going to do the drop-in. Nobody likes a drop-in. No, especially on New Year's. I mean, you don't know what that person's plans are if they got people over. But I think it was all a lie. She didn't take her phone with her. Why didn't you take your phone with you? If you were just dropping in to see an old friend, why would you leave your phone in the car? I mean, let's go through let's go through some different angles here. What if the friend had been there? You're just going to leave your phone running in the car the entire time? You're really going to do that? I don't think you went to go see a friend. I think you went to go see a friend about party favors, and that's why you couldn't take your phone. Dorky Poopstain says Chantal has just rolled up to a friend who she hasn't seen in years' house. This is weird behavior, dropping in on someone you haven't seen or talked to in years. Yeah, it screams rug run to me. Ron says, yeah, she 100% did a rug pickup at the friend I used to work with house. Wonder what kind she picked up. Well, I'm thinking the energetic kind. Dorky Poopstain says, Chantal drove to Gatineau for funsies and has been singing an awful lot. I do smell a dishwasher arc incoming. I think if she's trying that, she's trying to figure out a way to actually do it. Maybe she's talking to him and they're trying to work it out, but I don't think it's going to work because she painted him as being an abusive person. She painted herself into a corner with that. And she knows that. So she's just going to have to be happy with him being in the background because honestly, girl world, we don't want to see him. We don't want to react to him. He's gone after channels. Nope. We want nothing to do with that man. Tweety says pupils as big as saucers. Yep, like this was Chantal. Like, I don't know what she was on. I don't know what she was taking. Girl, what were you doing that day? And behind the wheel. Crochet with Ashmay says she's been having coughing fits right after finished eating. Sounds like acid reflux to me, but everything around her screams, go to a doctor. Well, if she doesn't care about her health, then I'm not going to care about her health. You know, you got to care about your health first. All right, this has to do with a friend again. We already covered that. Rubber Band says Twitch mutes portions of your VODs with copyrighted music or content. They decrease your ad revenue because of the copyright. Yep. Say bye-bye to that money. Fondue Spiteful Beach says Foodie, quote, he's the father of my cat. You are a naive, desperate loser who collects animals to anchor yourself to people. You are a clown. Yeah, during the stream, Chantal, she was about to say, he's the father of my child, talking about Salah. But then she changed it to cat. So she's trying to like create an anger between Salah and herself, although there is no anger. There is none. But she caught herself, she's about to say, he's the father of my child. No, it's not. He's not the father of any of your children. Goodbye. Florida Salt and Sass says, drinking gravy is old news and your heart is enlarged. And are you eating Arby's to turn Count Crapula on again? That happened to y'all. She drank gravy on stream. She's trying to do a lot of things that she did in her past. She's trying to recreate them, like getting in the car and eating. That is something that she used to do. Driving around with the music playing, singing, that is something that she used to do. Being energetic. She's trying to bring things back from the past, recreate the past. And it's the second time around, it's not entertaining. It's just sad. Julie says, my hunch is that she's gone to Natter's old rug dealer wanting to get high on New Year's Eve. She's an idiot. So here's some of the comments in the chat. Think about she says, y'all really going to believe she's visiting a friend she hasn't seen in a decade? Light Pink Mommy says, in 45 years, I have never gone to someone's door to check if they still live there. Gamer Girl says, maybe like search her on socials first and reach out. Showing up is so odd. Liz says, same. It's weird. Emerald Sky ASMR says, if it's been like a decade, how much can y'all have missed her? Emerald Skies ASMR says, stalkerish. Vol Pixie says, this is manic behavior. Volpixie says, this is so creepy. Gamer Girl says, exactly, so sus. And they may not even live there. It's been like years, maybe a decade, even like the heck. Scuds Mackenzie says, Chantal, this is creepy behavior. So even people in her own chat were calling her out for just dropping by, allegedly, somebody's house without, any kind of announcement or phone call or anything. It was just weird. It was just weird. Really, really weird. Snarky Priest, hey Snarky, says, stop the cap. I cannot, can freaking not. Foodie Beauty, what do y'all think? I think she's talking to him, Snarky. I think they never stopped talking. I think they've always stayed in contact. And I think that they might be seeing each other, if for no other reason, for her to get her party favors. And she's so thirsty for attention, she'll take any attention from Natter. So I believe, oh, shoot, go back. Sorry about that. Clicked on the wrong thing. Where's my Nash? She says, sounds like she went to Natter's. Yep. And look at her like that. She's laughing because she knows what people are thinking. And they're calling her out for it. And that's what she wants. She wants people to know that she's seeing Natter. But if he basically put a gag order on her and said, you can't tell people outright that you're seeing me, she'll always find a way around it. Now, y'all look at this. This is so heartwarming. Puppies. This is Samson. He is utterly obsessed with tennis balls. For his birthday, his human made a giant tennis ball piñata filled with dozens more. He pulls the string. It bursts. Pure bliss ensues. No thoughts, just balls forever. Happiest boy. So, aw, happy birthday, puppers. So the puppy's like, ooh, you brought me a big ball. This is awesome. But little does he know, it's about to get so much better. Ta-da! He's like, balls everywhere. I must have. Give me more. That's sweet. And is there anything cuter than baby meerkats? Nature and Music says the baby meerkats are doing great. True little bundles of energy, always curious, always on the move, always eager to explore everything around them. Meerkats are very social animals. Very social. They look. Oh, the baby meerkats. Look at the babies. They're so cute. They look like a cross between a cat and a raccoon. I cannot. They're just melting my heart. Tweety says, Chantal is happy as a schoolgirl in love, singing and dancing away, driving around Gatineau. She is back with Natter. I'm sure of it now. This 100% explains all the scented beauty products she bought. Yep. Okay, and so that's it for the Twitter peeps, y'all. It didn't take too terribly long to go through them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tarot. My mind is all over the place. This Twitter peeps video react. I wanted to put it all together. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.